Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Truthful Tuesday. So I am Bethany Rucker of the Rucker Report. I am here to talk to you today about the seven affirmations of personal change. So as you are tuning in and as Facebook is building my audience, I would like for you to share this video blog on your page. I would like for you to type in the comments where you are tuning in from. And if this is your very first time hearing me do a live video blog. So I am from St. Louis, Missouri. I am a business owner and entrepreneur, as well as I serve in the United States Navy, and I am a law enforcement officer. So I am very excited to bring to you, the opportunity for you to grow, for you to change, for you to remove the distractions and to jump towards your faith and jump towards your vision, jump towards your destiny and the type of legacy that you want to leave. And remove fear. Stop being afraid. Hey, Miss Antoine, or is that, make sure I said Antoine Brown. Stop being afraid of change. Stop being afraid of failure. Stop being afraid or worried about what people are going to say about you and what somebody thinks about you. Who cares what somebody thinks about you? Because if you are focused on your vision and the seed that has been planted in you, the greatness and the gifts that God has given you, you don't have time to worry about what somebody is thinking or saying. Good morning, Brandy. Good morning, Ron, because that's what causes high blood pressure and stress. Worried about what somebody is thinking, worried about what somebody is saying. So 7 affirmations of personal change. I hope that it helps you to just focus a little bit more in on who you are, who you want to be, the direction that you're trying to go, and the goal that you have set for yourself in building generational wealth, helping build a legacy that you can leave your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren. So I am very, very excited. I did vote today. Today is voting day in many people's city, municipalities for whatever is on your ballot in your city. Make sure you do get out there and vote, because people fought, died, and took a stand because they had integrity to give you the right to vote. And I would say that people who say voting doesn't matter, well, that's the most ignorant thing I've ever heard. If you choose not to vote, that's fine, but you should not be discouraging people not to vote and saying that voting doesn't matter, because it does. And if you're not willing to be a part of the solution, that means you're a part of the problem. So when you say voting doesn't matter and it's not important, that means you're a part of the problem. Don't complain about what's wrong. Don't complain about the lack of opportunity. Don't complain about not being able to move forward and being stuck, or being mistreated, or about inequality or justice, because voting does matter. Get involved and do some volunteering and some time and work at the polls, or work at your alderman's office and volunteering, or your senator's office or state representative. Start learning more and understanding the process of politics. Yes, it's a very dirty game. A lot of the people in there are shady. However, can't make a decision if you don't have a seat at the table and you don't understand how the process works. So, on that note, thank you for tuning in, everybody. For those just joining, please type in the comments. I need you to use your little fingertips. Type in the comments where you are tuning in from and share this video blog on your page. So, first positive affirmation is fitness. I am fit, healthy, disciplined, and strong. Second affirmation, and you can type these in the comments too. Second affirmation is finance. I am financially free and living abundantly. Third affirmation of personal change is family. I am unconditionally loving, patient, and respectful. Number 4, field. I am pursuing purpose. I am pursuing my purpose in life. That's positive affirmation 4 of personal change. Number 5 is faith. I am grateful, humble, and fully connected. Number 6 is friends. I am blessed with empowering, healthy relationships. Number 7 is fun. I am pursuing all the joys of life. So this is an affirmation that I say every day. 7 affirmations of personal change, because the things that are most important to me, bring them on the camera. Well, it's not my you're not going to really be able to see it from way back here, Kelly, but if you send me your email address, inbox me, then I will be happy to, let me see, what does it say? I would love to get you to South Carolina to talk to my church and community. We definitely have to know our passion and for what God has created us here for on this earth. Inbox me, Antoine, inbox me, and we can work and coordinate and set that up for me to come. If you would like to become a part of my email list where you receive things like this in your email, just inbox me your email address and I will put you on my email list so that you can receive my positive affirmations and my different things that I talk about in my live video blog and post for self-empowerment, self-improvement, self-enhancement, self-uplifting, and self-promotion. So one of the things that I also would like to say, hey, Julia's from Oakland, California, Cali representing today, is that what you think about, you bring about. You know, it took me a long time to learn how to meditate and understand the power of meditation and how important meditation is. It felt really awkward at first when I first started meditating because it just felt like I was doing something that was uncomfortable or out of my norm. So I didn't quite know how to, as they say, get into that zone and get into that mindset so that I can really harness and bring about the power of my thoughts. And so, you know, as I've been on my journey and as I've been growing and the storm that I've gone through that really pushed a major growth spurt in me, I really just started to detach myself slowly from people who are a distraction. So it says, feed your gifts and your goals and your desires and starve your distractions. So, you know, that's a daily effort. And sometimes you don't succeed as well as you would like to on one of those days of focusing and feeding what you need to feed and starving the distractions. But the great news is that good morning, Sister Yvette, all the way from the ATL. The great news is that each day that you wake up, you have a fresh start. You have a clean slate. You have the amazing ability in 24 hours to do better today than you did yesterday, and you have another opportunity to get it right. It really is that simple. So when you talk about living in the present, when you talk about, hey, don't worry about tomorrow, don't worry about what's in my future because it hasn't happened yet, but you keep focusing and planting that seed of what is in your future, what vision, where you see yourself going. Because you know what? When the road gets tough, you hit the speed bumps, the curveballs of life, you'll still keep putting one foot in front of the other. You might slow down, but you won't stop. And that's okay to slow down sometimes, but as long as you still moving, small progress is still progress. So I want you to get that. We are our worst critic. We are harder on ourselves than anybody else can be. So officially and technically, at times, we are the warden to our own prisons. We hold ourselves victim. We hold ourselves captive because we don't know how to go from being a victim to being victorious. Instead of, you know, saying, stay in the victim mode, becoming a survivor. I've overcome, I will overcome, or I overcame. And it's amazing the power of words and the words you choose to speak and put out there. And a lot of times we don't even realize when we have shifted from speaking positive to negative. It is so easy to do because look at what's around us in the world, the environment, the negative, the hate, the prejudiceness, the lack of integrity, the lack of character, the lack of doing people right and standing for what's right. You know, you have to laugh a lot of times at some of the stupidity, foolish, ignorant foolery that you see out there and just listen to the craziness that comes out of people's mouths. So, you know, your vibe will attract your tribe. So when you realize, bring them on camera, when you realize that people who you thought were a good, positive source or influence for you to be around really were the ones that was rooting against you, not supporting you, hoping that you fail, sitting back, waiting for you to fail. They might even be praying for your lack of success. Then you begin to say, you know what? I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. I just have to love you from a distance. I have to, you know, deal with you from a distance. I don't need to, you know, involve you, include you in the things that I hold dear to my heart. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning, I can't think of his name. Tehran. So it's amazing, right? We are in November. We have 2 full months left of 2017. And what are you willing to do? How far are you willing to jump? How soon are you willing to jump? Jump as if you have a parachute and you know that you are going to soar and the parachute is going to open and you're going to land and be exactly where you're supposed to be, because nothing happens by accident but by divine design. Every person that comes into your life is by divine design, and you have to learn the reason and the season. Some is temporary, some is permanent, some is for a lifetime, and some is just for, a short period of time. But again, there's two kinds of people in life. Those that will teach you what to do and those that will teach you what not to do. How can you appreciate and know good if you've never had bad? So to all those who've had the dysfunctional, broken relationships, you might have even been married and divorced, and it just didn't quite work out right, just know that you can appreciate the good times, the good seasons, the blessings, if you've gone through bad. You won't appreciate them the same if you've never gone through hell, if you've never gone through the storm, if you've never gone through not so ideal moments of what you did not care for and people that you did not care for. But your positive mental attitude is what will override that, will overcome that, will combat that, will allow you to say, you know what? I must be doing something right. I must be living right. I must be walking in faith and obedience and by divine design, because when you are doing that, that's when you encounter your hardest storms. That's when you get your biggest test. Because when you're riding with Satan and you're not walking with God, well, he don't need to bother you because you're on the wrong side of the fence. So you doing just what he wants you to do. Ain't no need for him to shake stuff up in your life. Ain't no need for him to make you question your faith and to doubt God and to become fearful or have anxiety or, all these different negative spirits. And so once you recognize when it's the devil, when it's what it looks like, who he uses and who he comes through, the wolf in sheep clothing, you just smile. That's when your grandparents and your mom and all them talk about count it all joy. And they sing those old spiritual hymns that say, nobody can do me like King Jesus, or the sayings that they used to have. That's where that comes from. You have to speak out over all the attacks and all the negativity and all the things that you don't control, because what you do control is the power of your thoughts. What you do control is the power of your actions and your choices that you can make to, hey, no matter what this fool over here is doing and is saying, I'm going to stand in my truth. I'm going to stand firmly rooted and planted and walk in obedience, because no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's what the good book says, right? So if you know that, then you know that God is using you and your life as a living example to show somebody, to teach somebody, to encourage somebody that God is real, Christ is real. Being faithful will never serve you wrong. It just teaches us, each storm teaches us more patience. It teaches us more perseverance. It teaches us how to be perfected by the blood of Christ through his grace and his mercy, that we have to have him. We need him. We can't survive and function on a day-to-day basis without him. So to me, throughout my short 39 years of living and throughout the things I've gone through in my life, these are just some of the things that I've learned that, God and through the Spirit and his word has convicted me of, has confirmed, has allowed me to see and learn and adapt and overcome. Adjust fire. You're always going to be constantly adapting and adjusting. We say in the military, adjust fire, because you always will have somebody just waiting, sitting in the wings to come at you for whatever reason. But your best comeback game is to continue to move forward. And what they say, your setback is only a setup for your comeback, right? So with understanding all of that and knowing the power of positive affirmations, how much do you want to change? How much do you want to grow? You can't grow if you don't sow. Sow some seeds and plant some seeds, because seeds of greatness lies within every one of us. It's just a matter of, do we choose to exercise that? And do we really believe that? And when you believe that, again, what you think about, you bring about. So I would just like to encourage you on this Truthful Tuesday to go out and be phenomenal today. Go out and be extraordinary today. Go out and do something as if you can't fail. And actually, each day, try to fail at something, because what it teaches you, if you fail, is how not to fail and how to do it better, how to become more perfect, or to be more well-rounded, to be more consistent. So you only really fail if you don't try and you talk yourself out of trying before you get started, which many people do. So I don't want you to be afraid. I don't want you to feel like that I have a gift and I'm so special and you don't have it, and what I'm doing that you can't do it. But you just need to find what your niche is, what your passion is, what your purpose is. Because baby, when you do, it makes you shift your mindset so you have a different direction that you're going to go. And each day you wake up, you're so excited and intentional about what that day looks like and where you're going. So, hey, thank you guys for tuning in to the Rucker Report today. I will roll off the 7 affirmations of personal change just one more time, recap. So please type them in the comments and share this video blog. Type in where you're tuning in from, and thank you very much for being a wonderful audience. The first affirmation of personal change is fitness. I am fit, healthy, disciplined, and strong. Number 2, finance. I am financially free and living abundantly. Number 3, family. I am unconditionally loving, patient, and respectful. Number 4, field. I am pursuing my purpose in life. Number 5, faith. I am grateful, humble, and fully connected. Number 6, friends. I am blessed with empowering, healthy relationships. And number 7, fun. I am pursuing all the joys of life. So, one day at a time, that's all you can live. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't stress over nothing. Don't sweat the small stuff. Let it roll off your back. But if you are wanting to take that jump and take that leap and want to learn about entrepreneurship, the Black Wealth Movement, how to shift your income, how to begin building wealth and create a legacy, a great legacy for your family, please inbox me and I would love to connect with you. Or you can text me, Black Wealth Movement, to 318-512-7149. And last but not least, this video blog is sponsored by Tesha Water Alkaline Water. Tesha Water Alkaline Water allows you to put the best, healthiest nutritional water into your body. It detoxes the body and allows increase for nutrient absorption. It also helps prevent diabetes, and it helps fights against cancer. It also has magnesium, calcium bicarbonate, and iron in the water. And it also helps you to have more energy and better circulation, blood circulation in your body when you support and give it the nutrients and minerals that it needs. So, love, peace, and soul, everybody. Until the next time, this is the Rucker Report, Bethany Rucker, tuning in live on Truthful Tuesday. I'm out. Go out and make today an amazing day or an absolute good day. And I will talk to you guys later.